talk about white women being cast to play Mexican characters and why this Odessa Azion deep cuts casting runs far deeper than just this one instance for a lot of people. If you haven't seen the news, Odessa will be playing Zoe Gutierrez, joining Drew Starkey and Kaylee Spaney on Sean Durkin's adaptation of the Holly Brickley book Deep Cuts. Holly's involved with the film as the executive producer, but allegedly wasn't involved with the casting. Some of the other producers are Josh Safdie, Anthony Cattigas, Eli Bush, and Ronald Bronstein. That is the entire Marty Supreme team. I did a video a while back about how I feel Odessa's gotten a lot of flack simply for blowing up in this moment. I think a lot of it's been ridiculous. This is something where I think she was just flat out wrong, but it's not all on her. It's on every single person that was involved with the casting. The bigger overarching problem here is there are hardly any roles written for Latin men or women in Hollywood. Euphoria star Alexa Demie went on record back in November talking about this, saying, "I wasn't booking anything ever. It's really hard, especially because I feel like a lot of the lead roles I would go out for would be for a blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl, even for Maddie. They didn't really see her as me, so I had to go and improve myself. You never see mixed or Latin girls as a lead. I was over people saying no to me, and even right now, she has nothing else on the books outside of Euphoria." In 2022, John Leguizamo wrote an open letter to Hollywood where he talked about a lot of this stuff. I think you should go and read it. The things he had to say was, quote, "When you walk anywhere in LA except those gated communities, you see Latinos everywhere. That's because the city is approaching 50% Latino, but where are we on screen? That is cultural apartheid. The Latino population is larger than the white population in California, yet we are not represented accordingly. That is cultural apartheid. In New York, the Latino population is equal to the white population, but you never know it if you watch local TV or read our newspapers and magazines. The metrics are on our side, but the system is not." Now, John was born in Colombia. America Ferrera's ancestry is Honduran, but she has talked about the same exact thing. This is the same for the entire Latin community. Longoria is another person who has talked about this at length as well. The question has to be asked, especially in today's political climate, why can Alexa not find work, but Sydney Sweeney gets cast over and over and over again, and she simply at this point cannot act. People showed up to watch her in The Housemaid, and you know why people showed up to watch her in The fucking Housemaid. People will watch The Housemaid or they'll watch Euphoria, but they do not want to watch Sydney Sweeney act. Despite the lack of talent, the roles will always be there. Then you have people like Melissa Barrera, who gets cut from a huge franchise in Scream simply for having a fucking soul. All these people are saying the same thing, and I think the same exact thing is true for Asian actors. I've talked about that before at length. When do we just start listening? A lot of people recently have criticized Odessa for how she shaped her look, which I could not care less about until you start doing shit like this. And you're not going to tell me that the little Marty Supreme team here working in the background did not get her that role. It has to stop happening because these roles do not come around often, and when they do come around, they should be given to the appropriate people, especially in this political moment where people are being profiled, snatched off the street from their homes, from their schools, from their churches, simply